Where's Mr. Carmen on this again? Do I have a police report? I'm a babysitter. You know that? That's what I am.
They're down here getting a copy of the police report. I'm printing it.
All right. People against Samuel Lee Hill, 25W727451. Your name?
My name, Your Honor, Samuel Lee Hill.
Michael A. Carmen, P73824 on behalf of the defendant, Your Honor.
All right. This is going to be a no contest plea under 7694A, correct?
Yes, sir.
Was this the relationship here? Did they reside together?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. So do you understand if you plead no contest, I'll take this still under 7694A. I'll defer the proceedings, set terms and conditions, and if you are compliant at the end of the specified period of time that I set, the case will be dismissed on motion of the prosecutor. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Again, I want you to understand that a no contest plea has the same effect as a guilty plea. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Lisa, he had another case here where there was no judicial segment on a domestic. Can you check on that in the computer, please? Did you sign, read, and understand? It looks like it. It was charged back in September of 23. And I don't know, maybe it was dismissed and it's the same case, but I don't.
It was dismissed. It has an offense date of September 29th of 23.
Right. Okay. Who's Melinda King? What is going on here? This is not a police report. You guys sent me.
I emailed her the discovery packet and asked to print the report.
This is
I think it's a few pages back, Judge. I just printed everything.
yeah, this is a petition for appointment of guardian that must have been filed in conjunction with the other case.
Oh, I handed him the wrong thing. Sorry.
No worries. You know, I don't mind doing this. You know, the rule says technically it has to be a guilty plea. You understand that, right?
I understand, Your Honor. Appreciate the court's discretion.
Well, they're agreeing to it, so I don't have a problem.
Thank you.
But I'm going to have a problem if people don't bring me police reports in the future. I just don't want our staff running around. I don't know why they don't have hard copies in their file.
Good question, Your Honor.
They should. To the charge of domestic violence, how do you wish to plead?
No contest, Your
All
Honor.
right, let me review the report here. This is his mother. I'm not going to take a no contest plea as his mother. She's not going to sue him.
Your Honor, it's for lack of memory. He doesn't remember. He was prescribed bipolar medication. At that time, he was not taking them. He does not remember.
Is that true, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
I don't care. I'm going to take the plea. I'll take it under 7694A. I'm going to order a screening and assessment. I don't care what kind of drugs or alcohol. I don't care if you've had 15 pints of whiskey and fentanyl and everything else. You assault your own mother. There's nothing funny about this. Is that her in the back?
Yes, Your Honor.
Now, wait a minute. She didn't drive you here.
No, Your Honor.
How'd you get here?
It was
Don't lie to me. How'd you get here?
my stepdad, Your Honor.
Where's your stepdad?
He dropped me off, Your Honor.
You know that's a violation. You haven't had any contact with her, have you?
No, Your Honor.
This is a bond condition. You understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Screening and assessment is ordered. We'll give you a sentence date. Boy, I'll tell you what. You better get your act together. I don't like assault cases to begin with, but your own mother? Your own mother? I don't know about you. You only got one of them. I only have one of them. You only have one of them. And there's nobody that's going to know you longer than your own mother. You're coming back for a sentencing. I'm telling you, you better stay straight and narrow with me. You understand what I'm telling you?
Yes, Your Honor.
I'm glad to hear that. Because otherwise you're going to force me to do something I don't want to do. I just don't understand this nonsense. People assaulting their own mother. Give me a sentence date, please, Lisa.
February 4th at 8:30.
Did you hear that, sir? Go down the hall, get your notice, go over to probation, fill out a questionnaire, and be interviewed, and don't you even look at your mom on the way out. Do you understand that?
Are the lips being taken off or?
No. For what? What lifts?
Contact.
Why would I do that when even though you're sitting here saying this to me, I have the strong inclination to believe that you violated the bond conditions? Why would I do that? Why would I let you make your own orders? You want to make your own orders?
No.
I don't know what to tell you. Go to law school, run for judge.
Your Honor, I think the prosecutor was considering amending it to a no assault.
Prosecutor's not the judge. They didn't say one thing about that. No objection to pleading no contest. 769 approved. Call in. Who was the prosecutor on this one? Ms. Vella?
Yes.
Call her in. Did the victim ask that? Come here, ma'am. Can you come up here?
Yes, sir.
Why don't you go right? That is a microphone, believe it or not. It doesn't look like it. Right on that jury box there. That is a microphone. Would you tell me your name, please? Good morning, and I'm sorry your son ever did this to you.
Thank you.
Do you want to lift the bond condition?
Yes.
Why?
Well, family isn't helping him and I can't do anything for him at that point. So, and he just had surgery too.
Wait a minute. What do you mean family isn't helping him? You're his mother, right?
Yes. Such a family member, somebody who wants to help him.
Counsel, your appearance.
Mine, Your Honor?
Yeah.
Michaela Bella on behalf of the people.
What do you want to do on the bond condition? She wants me to let him back to the house. Give me a bond sheet. You have a position on this?
Your Honor, I do not. I would object.
I cannot tell you how much this troubles me. I just hate these. I really do. You know why? I just cannot imagine. I cannot imagine assaulting my own mother. I just can't imagine under any scenario people doing that. I just don't get it. Like I said, I'm not a fan of assault cases to begin with. As far as I'm concerned, anybody who wants to be the aggressor ought to figure out who the heavyweight champion of the world is and go pick on them. Nothing wrong with that. You want to go pick on them? Pick on them. It's not a problem. But when we pick on weaker people that we know to be weaker, then that is not, it makes us a bully. We're a bully. We're not a very nice person. Here's what I'm doing. No firearms, no dangerous weapons, no assaultive, abusive, or intimidating behavior toward the victim. You cannot leave the state without consent. You can't violate a law. You must appear in court as directed. You understand all that? And also no contact with prosecution witnesses. Lisa, take out those bond conditions and we'll let him go back, and you're coming back February 4th at 8:30 for a sentence. I think you'll show up, ma'am. I'd like to talk to you at that time. Will you do that for me? Thank you. I apologize to your mother on the way out of the building. Now you can do it. Good luck.
I definitely feel terrible about the whole situation. I love my mom. You know,
Oh, by the way, no alcohol or drugs either. No alcohol, no controlled substances, no illegal drugs. Okay, do you understand that? No marijuana. Okay, give me the other file, Ms. Watts, please, and we'll call that one. Good luck.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Let's call in the prosecutor on this, Ms. Vella. Michelle Anise Ellington, 23B720364. How you doing?
Good, how are you?
I have you bouncing back and forth. Your name?
Michaela Bella on behalf of the people.
So Ms. Ellington, state your name, please.
Okay.
There you go. Your
Okay.
name?
Michelle Anise Allington.
So counsel, I placed her on probation. The charge was moving violation causing death, and I gave her 20 months, which means that that was up. The 10-month expired half the time, December 13th. You're gonna have to tell me why you don't think I should discharge her.
Judge, I have had an opportunity to speak with Miss Ellington. I personally reached out to my supervisor and advised of the situation and asked if I could not object as to early termination of the probation. And I was specifically informed that I was not able to do that. I've heard Miss Ellington out. I understand where her position is. But unfortunately, my hands are tied as far as allowing or, my position on early termination of the probation.
Okay, so I didn't write this law. I don't necessarily agree with this law, although that seems to be a common theme over the last few years. But nonetheless, I know of nothing that says that I cannot grant her early discharge. I think the law is clear unless it's one of the statutes specified. The court has to discharge somebody after half the time if they're eligible, and they're eligible if they've not violated probation in the last 3 months. And I don't see, let's see, let me double check before I talk. Yeah, I mean, she hasn't had any violation in the last 3 months. So does anybody in the prosecutor's office have a basis upon which I can deny this?
Judge, our position is, we don't have a basis. I don't personally have a basis as to why this is being denied by our office.
Okay, so your office is saying don't agree to it, but nobody there can give me a reason why.
Well, and Judge, and I'll elaborate, when I was discussing this matter with my supervisor, she indicated generally that victims' family members in these instances are very emotional. She said that in a general sense. However, in this case, we haven't been able to touch base with the victims.
I know, and that's why I think part of the plea offer was what it was. No disrespect, but we also notified the victim's family at this address in Detroit that we have, and they were to appear at 9:45, and nobody's here, right, Lisa?
No, not on Zoom.
All right. Ms. Ellington, I'm going to tell you something. I hope you just heard what I said. I don't agree with this law. Certainly not in every case. And I want to tell you, I'm not about to sit here and act like I'm a king and make my own laws. I'm not going to do that. My obligation is to follow laws. I'm troubled in this case because I never thought that you were quite remorseful to the extent that you should have been. I'm being perfectly honest with you. You weren't. I mean, somebody died as a result of a moving violation. You were not under the influence of drugs. You were not under the influence of alcohol or a combination thereof, but nonetheless, you committed a moving violation causing death. And again, I want to reiterate, I never felt you were remorseful to the extent that you should have been. That being said, I'm not going to deny this based on some personal belief that I have. The law says I have to discharge you. I'm granting you discharge. I hope that if you drive again, that you are going to do so carefully. And I hope the day will come when you are remorseful for what your actions caused. I'm granting you early discharge. No reason's been given by the prosecutor. And again, I don't write laws. Good luck to you, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you very much, Ms. Bella.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Jesus.
You're all set. Good luck. Thank you.
Thank you.